Hi guys! This one will be a career reading. For those who doesn't know me, hi guys, my name is Grace, and finally I'm doing a career reading one, and a specific one, because usually I just do a general reading, and most of my videos are love reading. So I have four cards here. You can now pick your card, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll start with the reading. Yeah, let's just do this. Card number 1. Let's see. I have your confidence. In this moment, I take a step back and look at myself with the pride of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on a refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbors over and say, "Look at that. Can you believe what an A plus that is?" And that came with the card of manifestation. If you could have anything you wanted, what would it be? Get specific and get greedy. You are holding a magic wand, and you can conjure up anything. Could it be that when you declare your wishes out loud, you're actually casting a spell for your dreams to come true? Or is it just that, in a very practical sense, the more people you speak with about your desires, the more folks there are who know what you want and might have the means to help you make them happen? Either way, stop waiting and start manifesting. But don't use that word if you don't want to. So basically, starting from these two cards here, I feel like it's all about you believing in yourself with the confidence card here. Okay? And it's very clear in this card here. Start manifesting. Maybe you've already started manifesting. Now what you're needing is combine that manifestation with this confidence. It doesn't matter even like what other people thinks. What matters is what you think you can do, and how much you believe in yourself, because thousands, millions people can believe in you, but if you don't believe in yourself, it, I feel like that is what might be stopping you. And you have to decide for yourself in this one. At the end of the day, you're the one who's gonna have to make the decision, because at the end of the day, you're the one that has to um on your career, because at the end of the day, you're the one that who's gonna deal with the consequences of that decision. Those other people that have other opinions, I mean, if it's good advice, then if you feel like you should take it, take it. It's up to you. If you don't want to take it, don't take it. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to deal with the choices, the consequences of your choices, not them. You're gonna live that life, not them. It's your life, and it's not their life. And if you're unhappy in your life because you've followed other people, what other people thinks of you, other people's advice um that you don't feel intuitively guided to follow anyway, but you followed it. If you're unhappy in that situation, then I can't speak now. But I feel like you already got my point there. Like, um, I feel like for these people who pick this card, there might be like people pleasing. Mostly, it's just your mother. Maybe it started with your mother. For you to be able to gain your mother's love, you've got to like have this A plus grades, like what the A plus here. Just do something and be the best at something. Um, or you maybe you're a mother yourself, or something about your connection with your mother, or a mother figure in your life. It is rooted with that, your confidence, how your childhood is, how you've been treated, and how you related to your mother could be could have something to do with how you're dealing with how much confidence you have right now. But the main message here is that there's an abundance of abilities and talents. So you have those abilities and talents. Combine it with the manifestation. It's like with this abundance and talents, I feel like what you've got to do is take consistent, take inspired, consistent action. Um, Sometimes I'm hearing also, if you don't have confidence in yourself, sometimes confidence in God is enough. And I'm quoting the angel's card, one of the angel's card there. Sometimes it says something about, because it's on my head, sometimes confidence in God is enough, and that is faith. Faith that all is well and everything will work out fine. And all you gotta do is take that one step, take that inspired action, and consistently do that. Okay? It's not enough that you take action first time. You've got to do it consistently. That's how you get set the balls rolling. And you combine it with a little bit of magic, a little bit of manifestation, law of attraction, and you're on your way to this abundance in your career, whatever career this is. Now we have here the card in reverse, move with the flow. I feel like for the people here who pick this card number one, you're trying so hard that you are on your way. It's like you need to get out of your own way. You need to get it's like what's blocking you from that abundance, from your career, or for getting to that career that you want, is yourself. Okay, it's only an illusion that um the opportunity that you're blaming other things and other situations. It's just an illusion. What's blocking you is on the manifestation of that possibilities is yourself. Maybe you have that programming, that inner belief in your head that you've got to work hard, hard work, hard work, hard work. Yes, hard work is important, but you don't do hard work to the point that you burn out. Because what I get here is that you're doing hard work. Yes, you're doing hard work, but um you're not taking enough self-care to the point of burnout that we've got to take you. There's taking action and there's surrendering. There's a balance in taking action and surrendering. And I feel like with the move with the flow card here, moving with the flow means that you follow your intuition while you're taking action, which means that some days you take action, take action, take action. But some days you might feel like you need to step back and just surrender with the flow and just allow the manifestation, the results to come to you and be receptive of them. You can't just push and push and push and push. It's just basically like you're inhaling, inhaling, inhaling without exhaling. And it doesn't make sense if you just if you do that. So it's like when there's inhalations and there's exhalations, that's the flow. Sometimes you're gonna work, and then you gotta surrender, work, surrender. The balance between working and surrendering. Okay. Again, manifestation. The card with the manifestation here. What you want wants you. What you seek is seeking you. You did not want that particular thing for no reason. You want it because there's something within that thing. There's something within your soul that is on the same vibration with that certain thing that you want to manifest in your life. Like there's a spark there. There's some um I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but you don't just want a certain thing, desire a certain career path for no reason at all. Because you can desire anything. There's a million other things that you could have chosen, but you chosen this one. Okay? So it's because there's something within this certain thing, this particular career path that you feel that feels good within your soul. Now, what's lacking is just the confidence. And I'm getting like a throat chakra here with because of the blue here of the refrigerator and this what you want wants you. Speak your desires to the universe and you'll see how the magic of how the opportunities will come. Now it's up to you now whether you grab that opportunity that comes or not. Okay, whether you face your fear or not. Sometimes it comes with facing your fears. Okay, because sometimes we just pray and then opportunities arise, but we don't feel confident enough, so we don't take the opportunities, and now we're back to square one, and we're thinking like, why is it not manifesting? You can't just pray and pray and pray without taking action on the opportunities that happens. It won't just like pop, like it won't just appear in front of you, that perfect job and that abundance. Obviously you gotta work too, you've gotta create too, because you're a co-creator of your reality. You've gotta make a choice. Okay, I feel like for the people here, you're choosing something, you're stuck with the choosing. Okay, take back your power, don't let other people choose for you. Okay, even this pick a card videos, maybe you're watching these videos because um you're currently in you currently can't decide what path to choose in your career. take back your power. You can always ask from spirit for guidance, but at the end of the day, you're the one who's got to decide. And for you to be able to be to get help from deciding is that for getting in touch with yourself, with your higher self, with your spirit, with your soul. When you get in touch with your soul, that's how you're gonna feel which one feels right. Because when we're making a decision, when we oftentimes we already know deep within us what we truly want, but there's something that's maybe we're choosing the other one just in case, like we're trying to compromise because the other path is a more realistic one. And I say, for me, if if you ask me, don't compromise. um Build, I feel like, work on your confidence. These yellows here, or the yellows here, is also the solar plexus chakra, because this is the solar plexus chakra card too. So it's all about that power. It's all about that taking back your power, and having that confidence. And once you made the choice, I feel like um that's how all the opportunities will line up for you. Opportunities for abundance. But first, you gotta make a choice. Okay? You're empowered enough to make the decision. Now, what's the guidance for you in this career, in your career? Face your financial fears. Maybe what's blocking you is that you don't feel like it's realistic enough, because you don't there's maybe a huge amount of investment needed, or you have to save up enough money for it. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released this, if it's gonna release these self doubts. And what do we have here? Confidence. Releasing these self doubts. And this card is perfect too. Visualize abundance in all forms. Face your financial fears. Visualize abundance in all forms. For some of you, you probably have saved up some money, but then you don't feel secure enough to take the risk, because you know you're gonna lose that money. There's a chance that you might lose that money. You might lose your investment. But then, for example, you have like 10,000. It's going to remain 10,000. Okay, the least that can happen to that is for you to use it will still remain 10,000. Nothing will happen to that money. It will still be 10,000. You might use that money on something, and it won't be 10,000 anymore. You might reduce that money, but it will not grow if you don't invest it. If you take that risk on investing that, there's a chance that you can lose that money, but there's a chance that it can grow. So, um, I mean, I feel like, based on the face of your financial fears, that's just one example that, I mean, your money will not grow if you don't invest it, if you don't take a risk. And I feel like what I'm also getting here is that you have this life right now, and what's the purpose of life? your life is meant to be lived. And if you stay in that security, stay in that holding on to material things, holding on to your security, nothing will change, and you'll stay where you're currently at, or you might be forced to change, but that's another story. What I'm trying to say here is you've got to live your life. You've got to live your life because we all know that there is an impermanence in life, and that soon this life will end. Soon your life will end too. And there's no point to holding on to money and material things, really, because you can't take them in the afterlife. In so visualize abundance in all forms. I have here with the manifestation card. I don't know why it's so blurry. But it's saying here God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings. And that is what you will experience. Okay? Visualize what kind of life do you really want? And then the next action is how will you make can you make it happen? What steps can you take to make it happen? Okay? So that's for the people who picked card number 1. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you love and light. If you need more guidance, all my details are down. Now for the people who picked card number 2, this is your reading for career. Perseverance. It seems you're on a massive journey right now, and this card has arrived to remind you that you will reach the other side. Don't give up. You will reach the other side. It's like basically climbing a mountain. It can feel like you're climbing a mountain right now. And I don't know why it's still blurry. I'm just gonna continue anyway. The mountain you're climbing is huge. Mm, okay. The mountain you're climbing is huge and formidable, but so is your ability to climb it. It's just basically universe is not gonna give you a challenge that you cannot conquer, a task that you cannot conquer. So it's this task is given to you because you're the one that is perfect for that challenge. That you're the one that is perfect for that task. It's because the more the harder the challenges that you have that you're facing in your life right now, especially in your career, because it's a career reading, it's because the universe thinks highly of you because you're a really very strong person. They're not just gonna give you an easy one. That's too easy for you. And that's like an easy task for you. If universe give you an easy task, that's um I feel like what's the word I'm trying to get to say here? Um can I just say never mind? Anyway, back to this card. But what I'm trying to say is just, I'm always repeating myself. But what I'm trying to say is, the harder the challenge, it means that you are up for it and that you are a strong person. It so universe will not give you an easy task, because that will be too easy for you. That universe gave you this struggle, this challenge, this hardship, however you view it, because you're up for that challenge. You don't Okay, you don't need to enjoy it. You just need to tackle it. Oh, I love this card. Complain if it makes the job easier. Blow off steam. You think mountain climbers get to the top of Everest on inspirational quotes? No way. They're grunting and crying and cursing like freaking pirates. That just doesn't sell a lot of posters. Okay. Also, what I got from the people that chose the pile number two is that there's something about there's something about you. For most of you, you've probably reached like the rock bottom. There's something so transformational about you. There's something about the past that you need to let go also, because the forgiveness card, I feel like, also wants to come out in this reading. Something about the past and something about the heart, like a heart base, something about your emotions, it's connected to your career. I could not just pinpoint what exactly it is, but it will probably make sense for you if if you pick this file. So I'll just get on the reading. Because it's saying here, you hold in your heart a space to be filled. Maybe for some of you, it's not just, yeah, for most of you, it could be something to do with forgiveness and releasing resentments. For some of you, it's about this career that's perfect for you. It's something to do as a is a heart-based career. It's a service-based career. Something about dealing with emotions, because I'm seeing a lot of heart here, and I'm seeing someone that have gone through a lot of hardships, and they're trying their best to not give up, and they're almost giving up, but they're trying their best to just um move forward with life. And I feel like when you accomplish your goals and you overcome, get to the other side of this mountain that you're climbing, you're gonna be an inspiration for other people, and that you can make that into a career. And maybe it's something about inspiring other people. Whatever you've learned from that experience, helping other people, it's like the reason why you experience these challenges that you are experiencing in your life right now. The reason for that is, once you get to the top or get to the other side of that mountain that you're experiencing, your task now, your sole purpose now, is to help other people that is currently going through the same thing that you've gone through, and help them, inspire them. Because who's the best person to give them advice than who than someone who, like you, who experienced the same thing. I want to read this card. I feel like there's something more to this card than just the picture here. You hold in your heart a space to be filled. Empty nest. There is no empty space in the universe. Try thinking in this way and see what manifests in your life. Sadness and loss are temporary conditions. See? This is only temporary. It gets better. Don't worry, it gets better. See, the next card that we have here, it's in reverse, so you have to release this now. Release the dark wound, let love live. And when you're releasing that dark wound, it will feel uncomfortable at first. When once you're now free from this, it will feel uncomfortable. You might feel empty at first. Like once you detach from a situation that you've been used to, maybe it's a career situation, the people that you're working with that are that are toxic to you, when once you detach from them, it will feel empty. You will feel like you have no friends now, and you will feel so uncomfortable. But it's just like a fish going into a bigger going to a pond. Maybe she's this fish has always been in a fishbowl, and there's no growth there. Like you're this fish that is always been in a fishbowl, and you're always so used to that space, but there's no growth there. But now you're free from that situation, from that fishbowl. You're now into this pond, which is a bigger um water. And it will feel uncomfortable to navigate this, but it gets better, and you might feel empty at first, but it will get better. So you might have just released a career that is not serving you anymore, or try and you started something new. For some of you it could be that, or maybe you're thinking of doing that. The word wants to be written. I feel like this is something to do with your life story. Maybe your career has something to do with writing also, something to do with like blogging, something to do with just basically expressing yourself. But with the word wants to be written here. Um, Maybe you channel from divine, and you publish, like, and you write down what you're channeling, and you publish that. Maybe it's just your own life story as an inspiration for other people. For some of you, what I get is that you've started something. Maybe you've started writing a book for some of you. But whatever it is, even though it's not a book, you've started something, but you stopped. For some reason, you stopped. And I feel like this card is saying get back to that, whatever it is that you stopped on doing. Because that's what you meant to be doing. Okay, you've got responsibility. There's the more you the thing is with this, you've got to you can't just start and not be consistently taking action on something, because especially with like a service based career, there will be people that will seek your help and rely on you. Like for example, I always feel this with this like readings. Maybe you've built up an audience already, and you know in yourself that there are people that are looking forward to what you're going to publish and what you're going to post. I'm using just this channel as an example. So there's responsibility. Maybe you've been procrastinating. For me myself, I still battle that. Every time I post a video, I take a long pause of if I'm gonna do it now, or if I'm gonna do it later, or I should just do it now. But it's all about self-discipline. Okay, it's all about consistency. You've already planted the seed. For most of you, you've already planted a seed, and the whatever you planted and whatever you started on doing, because most of you've started on something already, and you can't just leave this plant to grow on its own. You've got to tend to it. Okay, but at the same time, don't overdo it or you might kill the plant. Some people, they plant the seed and they overwork themselves, and they always like, it's like when you plant this an actual seed, and you can't just like check back every day if the seed already have grown, or else the seed may die. You just gotta let it be and allow. But yeah, you've got you've got some responsibility, not just for yourself but for other people also. But first, responsibility for yourself, because how are you gonna serve other people if you're not taking care of yourself? Think about that. Now, the final guidance for you in terms of your career is severe vows of poverty. Dear one, there is no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. Something about self denial. What is this about? But what I'm really getting from this card is I always see this card as someone that's rising from the ashes, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. There's no need to suffer or sacrifice no more. Um, this poverty, I feel like this is um how a person thinks of abundance is based on how their mind is programmed, maybe based on their upbringing and their environment. Now that you're aware of it, I feel like it's saying that you now have a choice to undo that severe that vows of poverty. You don't have to be in that poverty mindset anymore. You can now choose to have that abundance mindset. Because with the people, why they don't get abundance, why they don't get rich like financially, they hate money. They hate rich people. They have this inner something within them that hates money, that whenever they see like a rich people, or that they have a programming in their mind that rich people are bad and rich people are greedy. So how you gonna be that rich person is if deep within your soul you have those resentments about money and about rich people. How you gonna be that even though you want to be have this abundance? It's there's something within you that is not matching that energy of abundance because of that resentment. So um that's the reading for you. Something there's a lot in this reading. Something about releasing this wound, resentments, forgiveness, heart-based service, responsibility, writing, um perseverance, keep going, don't give up. That's the main messages that I get here. Releasing that poverty mindset. And yeah, I hope you got something out of this. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and sending you love and hi guys, this is the card number 3. I'm loving this pick a card career readings. I don't know why I haven't been doing them. But now that people are awakening, people are now more focused on personal development. So if you're watching this video, this is just one step. You're taking that one step. It means that you care. It means that you want to grow. It means that you care about your personal development. So that just congratulations on you on that, because not many people are ready for it and not many people are making that choice, but you made that choice. So in this career reading, the first card that we have here is peacefulness. I feel like what's important for you is in your career is that finding that inner peace and finding that happiness. Finding what your soul, what what makes you happy, what is soulfully true to you. I feel like it's more than just abundance financially. You thrive more if you found a career that is aligned with your soul, because that is fulfilling to you in all levels other than the physical. I feel like that's what's important for you. So, yeah. Some of you maybe are panicking, like trying to find this peace. But the affirmation for you today is I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or even or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it, and I can get my security deposit back. So yeah, something about looking for peace. Look at just how peaceful this woman here in this card. Maybe this is where you're currently at right now. Maybe you're already peaceful, and it's just saying, I feel like it's just confirming that you're on the right path. Then for some of you, this is how peaceful you want to look like, how peaceful you want to be in your life right now. Maybe for some of you, you are worried about job security. I don't feel like there is any job that is secure anyway, if you really think about it, especially with the changes in the economy, but I'm not gonna get into that into the detail of that. Even though there's a lot of insurance and pensions and all those things, I don't feel like that makes it secure. And my intuition also telling me that it's not enough that you earn the money in your career. You also have to have the knowledge, the education for how to be able to manage your money and keep it. Because earning it is another thing, but keeping it is another. And there is also should be a balance about there is because I watched this video this morning, and I think it's a video by Ralph Smart, something about money, and he's saying so, there should be 80% of your time should be spent producing, and 20% is consuming. So 20%, but for most of us, what we're doing is 80% consuming and 20% producing. Oh, that's why we don't feel like we have enough finances. Now, maybe that's resonating with you. That's why I said that. But the guidance for you is expand your horizons. Open your mind up for the possibilities. There 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 is other ways. There are other ways to get out of a situation that you are in right now if it's not resonating with you. And that's why it's saying expand your horizons, expand your thinking. It could be literally travel with expanding your horizons here. The possibilities are wide open. Let's see what else is this about. Begin a quest. Begin a quest on the hero's or heroine's journey, whether you are moving the physical body or just your mind. You will accumulate knowledge for yourself and others. This can shift the current paradigm. Gosh. Yes, exactly. I feel like this is what I'm talking about. Get more knowledge, expand your mind, expand your horizons. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that if it's a 9 to 5 job, maybe you've got to think of more. You've got to think, expand your horizons. Maybe you need to educate yourself more about managing your money. Maybe you need to educate yourself more on investing. Maybe you need to educate more on starting up your own business. Think of it really. What is your talent? What is it that you're naturally talented? What is it that you enjoy most doing? And start from there. And from there, think about how can you serve? Okay? How can you serve? How can you solve problems for other people? Brainstorm. Now, with this card here, power of attraction. Your thoughts, I feel like that's the reason why this is in reverse, is because your current thoughts that you're having right now is not peaceful. It's not it's more negative than positive. Or it's just basically it's a lower vibration, that it's not aligned to um to what you want, because what you want is on a higher vibration. So it's probably because you're burned out and you're drained, that you don't have energy anymore to think. Um but what I'm getting here is that something about your mind, something about your thoughts, this is like all like on the mind, all on the mind. Something about this pile is that there's something that you need to expand your mind, and after that take action. I feel like it's more on the planning, and it's more on um aligning your thoughts, releasing all those fear-based thoughts, and moving into a more positive thoughts, so that that's what you will attract in your life. Seeing. Again, we have your knowledge. Knowledge is, it's the second time the knowledge is mentioned here. So whatever this you're thinking about in your career. So this can apply to anything. What I'm getting here is that there is more, you need to research more. Maybe it's not traditional studying, maybe it's studying books, investing on improving yourself and getting more knowledge. Don't stop learning. That's when you stop learning and start improving yourself, that's when you become stagnant. Rich people, they they keep on studying and keep attending those seminars and keep educating themselves, keep reading. They read a lot because they want to be able to, I feel like what's keeping their purpose. That's what is giving them knowledge to be able to serve, but at the same time they're educating themselves on they're expanding their minds, on they're constantly practicing their creativity. And I feel like that's what you should do too. Expanding your perspective. There should be other ways on looking at your situation right now. So we have the seeing card. This is connecting to your this is more like looking in your situation based on your third eye chakra, because this is a third eye chakra card, connecting with your intuition. That's how you where you're gonna find truth and clarity in your situation. But more than anything, I'm getting here is about looking at things in a more perspective, at the same time knowledge. That's what really I'm getting here. And then you don't have to do this alone. You're very you're probably someone that's very self-reliant, very independent. But what's saying here is that have courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often, when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance, as well as give it to others as you are guided. So, I got distracted a bit because I think I forgot to do something at the part-time work that I'm doing. Oh my god. Anyway, my partner's gonna kill me on that. I didn't do the charts. Um, Back to this reading. Your prayers are answered through other people, so don't be afraid to ask for help and partner up with people. I feel like your career, it has something to do with partnership with other people also. So yeah, that's your reading. Pay attention. Don't be afraid to connect and ask for help from other people. Maybe that's your answered prayer, but you're not seeing it because you're so focused on one thing. You have expectation on how your prayers will be answered. But it's saying here that open your mind. There are other doors that are open, but you're not seeing it because you're so focused on this one door that is closed. Let me know what you think about this. Um, if you have any knowledge to share, maybe you can comment that down below so that other people can gain can benefit from that. Any advice? So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'm sending you love. For the people who pick card number 4, this reading is for you. Finally, I'm on the last one. Power. Take back your power. Okay. I'm a strong. I'm a strong. Nice start. I am strong. I am grounded. I am powerful. I am like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank, but not a tank that is used for war. I am like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels so strong it doesn't need to do anything but be. And I just realized it's not focusing. And it doesn't really want to focus. Anyway, this reading wants to let you know that you have options. I feel like it's similar to the first reading. Something about making a choice and making decision, taking back your power. Okay? Because you're not a pushover. No one is a doormat here. You're not you should take back your power, and you're not gonna enough is enough. Maybe you've always did something because people told you to do something, and enough is enough. I know you're a nice person that you always want to do things, but that's maybe it's people pleasing, but it's time for you to say no. Set your boundaries, and people will respect you more for that. Maybe it's within your workplace because this is about career, but maybe this is about, okay, what I'm getting here is that you have many options, and these opportunities, these options are unlimited. Okay, so you can, when an opportunity arises, you can decide whether you take it or you don't take it. Don't settle for less. Okay, if it doesn't feel right to you, you have all the right to refuse it. And rest assured, when you um, when you when you set your standard like that, another opportunity that is better for you will come, and that's the one that you should take. So you have options. Okay? As I open to the abundant possibilities of my life's path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Okay, that's exactly what the card is saying. I haven't even read that. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest without limiting thoughts like, you can put mac and cheese on your baked potato. I don't know. I don't get that. Mac and cheese on your baked potato. Why not? Maybe that doesn't taste good. I don't know. I'm gonna eat whatever I want. If it was me. um, I get away with those crazy weird things, especially food and like unique unique things like unique fashion tastes because I've always been that way. And when people see me with those crazy haircuts and crazy crazy hair, they don't really they still like look, but they don't really question me anymore. So um it, be weird. If you're unique, be unique. Don't be afraid to get yourself out there. You're your own uniqueness. Every single one of us has our own uniqueness within us. So if you're gonna hide those perks, what is going to set you apart from other people? This what sets you apart from other people is like your core talent. And if you use that, and if you see that as an opportunity as a career, then I feel like that's what's gonna give you so much abundance in your life. So at the same time, what's very interesting here is we have like the options here, and then like different things, and then we have here different kinds of corn, like choose different options. And yeah, I feel like I'm already channeling the card even before I read it, because there's like every single one of us is unique, like this corn here. Okay. Gratitude. Honor the sacred in every creation. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for your unique talents, all your perks, even those things that you feel and think that are shame, that you want to hide because you feel shame. Honor those every little things about you, and express gratitude, basically. This is the corn goddess. Yes, that is the corn goddess. Um, what else? Is there anything else the spirit wants to add on this? Identify with identify with and personify the corn goddess. She represents the balance of nature as the young girl, the life giver, and the wise woman. Yes. And when I think of that, I think of the Empress, because the nurturer and the giver. And when I think of the Empress, I think of the Empress as someone that is stepping. It's the for me the main meaning of the Empress, more than this a nurturer and a giver. She is it means to me that you should step into your power. So I feel like this is very aligned. So now, yeah, because this one, I'm also getting like it's harvesting time. When you take back your power and you set the standards for other people, and you set your own standards and you don't settle for less, it's harvesting time after that. You're gonna get what you deserve because you did not settle for less than what you deserve. The same time for people who pick this pile number 4, defend to the end the worthwhile. Okay? If that is what you really want, defend it to the end. It might be hard, but don't give up. Okay? I feel like this is just connecting with the main message here, that don't settle for less. Defend to the end the worthwhile. What you think. If other people does not see the value that you see, for example, I'm getting here, it's like the example is like if you have this particular artwork and you're trying to sell your artwork, but then other people don't see the value within your artwork, but you know that your artwork has potential and you believe that, defend it to the end, because you're gonna find the right people, the right person that's going to appreciate that value, and that will match the value that you give into that, and that piece of artwork. Okay, you're not gonna compromise and settle for less for for that person. You're not gonna settle for that person that will give you half the price that you think that you deserve. It's like that. Receiving. Something about there's a block maybe on on, because you're a giver. These people here that the people here that pick this card number 4, you're a giver, and sometimes there's an imbalance in a person that's giving, very giving and nurturing. They don't know. They don't allow themselves or don't know how to receive and just be receptive. Again, going back to this, the Empress card. taking back your personal power. At the same time, the Empress is also, because I'm getting the Empress energy in this reading, the Empress is also your feminine qualities. So when we're talking about feminine qualities, it's about being receptive. Okay? So allow yourself to receive. that's that's basically what I'm trying to say here. Now, what else? Have faith, okay? Have faith, don't give up, don't lose hope. Universe is supporting you. Act in faith, okay? Believe in miracles. Believe that your situation is gonna change. And yeah, because what I'm getting here is that the KFC founder, or I don't know, you know, when you look at people who, like the life story of the people that who became rich, like for example that KFC founder, I don't know, I feel like a thousands, I think it's like thousands of people who rejected his recipe, but he didn't give up. So if you think about that person, and if you think about yourself, um imagine if that person, the founder of KFC, gave up on, like, on the 500th one. Like, I feel like it's like after a thousand's refusal, the what, I don't know, it's, I think it's 1,000. But just imagine if did if that person gave up halfway and did not push through, did that person wouldn't be really a billionaire. I don't think, or really wealthy person. I don't know if he's a billionaire, but maybe it's more than that. But I'm trying to say is that what I'm trying to say is that that person will not gain that success that they've gained if they gave up halfway. So that's a message for you. At the same time, focus, focus, focus. Black out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. So I feel like this card is just very straightforward. Block out distractions, organize your schedule. Okay, that's for the people who pick this card. Maybe you have other other responsibilities other than your career. Carefully organize your time and stick to that schedule as much as you can. So yeah, take back your power. That's the message for the card number 4 for your career guidance. Let me know what you think. Let me know how this resonated. And thank you so much for watching, and I'm sending you love and light.